Hello, children. It's story time with Mrs. Khan. I hope you're really doing well and you're taking care of yourself. Right. It's getting really hot outside. What about you? Do you go and play outside? In the yard? Not outside, but in the yard. Well, I have a story, and here it is what it is. It's Jack and the Beanstalk. I've heard this story when I was a little girl, and I still love it. Okay, let's listen to the story. Here you are. Jack and his mother were so poor. They had never had enough to eat. They had nothing left at all one morning. Oh dear, oh dear, they're really poor. Look at the way they look, the clothes, and look, their shoes and everything. Very poor. So one day, Mummy said, "You have to take the cow to the market and sell her." Jack's mother said. She was very sad, sadly. Okay. On the way, Jack met a strange little man. "I'll give you these for your cow," he said. He's got something in his hand. Is it money? Let's find out. So, said the little man, holding out 5 wrinkly, dried beans. Oh dear, he wanted a cow just for 5 beans. "I need money, not beans," said Jack. "Ah, but these are magic beans." "Wow," said the little man. "If you plant them, they'll grow into a beanstalk so tall it touches the sky." "Amazing," said Jack. He gave his cow to the little man, and took the beans and ran off home. But when he got home, he was in trouble. Big trouble. "What have you done, Jack?" Oh, looks like an angry mummy here. "Jack, we need money, not beans," cried his mother, and she threw the beans out of the window. Oh, look, there she is. She's throwing all the beans, and there they go. Poor Jack went to bed hungrier and gloomier than ever. What were they to do? They had nothing left. In the morning, even his room seemed gloomy. His room seemed gloomy just a minute, he thought. Outside his window was a giant beanstalk, so tall it touched the sky. The little man was right, thought Jack. He scrambled onto the giant bean, look, he's trying to get up, and climbed up and up and up, and he just kept going up. And there, at the top, he found a giant castle with a giantess in the front of it. Jack gulped. "Ooh," he went. Then his tummy rumbled. "Oh dear, what is happening? Where am I?" he must be thinking. "Excuse me," he called out. "Please, could you spare me some breakfast?" He was hungry, wasn't he? giantess picked him up. My husband munches and crunches little people like you, she said. Oh, that is scary, isn't it? I'll give you breakfast, but you'd better be gone before my husband gets home. She whisked Jack inside and set him down next to an enormous crusty loaf of bread. Breakfast had never tasted so good. So you can see some grapes, cheese and bread. Oh, that's giant bread, isn't it? Bigger than Jack. But then, stomp, stomp, stomp. Oh, quickly, hide in there. So she's putting him in the jar. The giantess stuffed Jack in a pot, just as the giant strode into the kitchen. Oh, fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. That sounds scary to me. Where is he? Demanded the giant, and he started to search the table. Look, in the kitchen, he's searching the table. And there's the giantess. Oh dear. You're imagining things, said his wife. Eat up your breakfast while I bring your hen. Ooh, so there's a hen. She returned with the hen and put it on the table. Lay, commanded the giant. Clink! Oh, look, what did the egg look like? A hen gave an egg. The bird laid a gleaming golden egg. With a grunt, the giant closed his eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Yeah, just like that. And began to snore. So he closed his eyes and he began to snore. The giantess lifted the Jack out of the pot. Run for your life, she whispered. But Jack has his eyes on the hen because Jack wanted money, didn't he? He grabbed the hen and fled for the door. The bird let out a squawk. Oh dear. Which woke the giant, who saw Jack let out a furious roar. Ah, he went. Jack dived out of the door and onto the beanstalk with the giant hot on his heels. So now the giant is trying to run and catch Jack. Look at the pictures. That is the giant's whip. Jack scrambled down the beanstalk. Now there's Jack, as fast as his legs would carry him. Dear, do you think Jack can go down before the giant catches him? There's Mum waiting down. What's going on? Shrieked his mother from below. Is that a giant? Just bring the axes, Jack said. Jack and Mother chopped and chopped at the beanstalk. It creaked and it wobbled, then it toppled over sideways. The giant was flung far away the hills. They never saw him again. As for Jack and his mother, they lived happily ever after. Each morning the hen laid golden eggs, So they grew rich, and Jack never climbed the beanstalk. Did you like that story? It's a nice story. There's something at the end of the story. I know Jack went up to the giant and stole the hen. Do you think we should do that? Do you think we should take somebody else's things without asking? All right, so it's for you to think now. And it's time for Mrs. Man to go. I'll see you later. Bye bye.